I've loved this mooring spot. It's been absolutely beautiful. Fantastic views over the River Severn. Even though the weather's not been great, it's just been a fabulous place to stay. But in this week's vlog, as we're travelling, I thought I would have a little chat with you about continuous cruising and what that means in terms of lifestyle and how the week pans out for us. So but you might be interested in learning a little bit more about that. No one's asked me that question. You might not be interested, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let me know if you are interested or if you found it interesting afterwards. Right, I'm waffling, let's get cruising. And here we go again for our weekly untying of Alice Grace's ropes and ready to move. But actually, this week we have forgotten to untie little Alice. Isn't she going to bash it? Oh no, she's pulling it back. So we quickly have to reverse and start the whole process again, this time untying little Alice. Okay, take two. We're continuous cruisers, that means we have to keep moving, and some people choose to move every couple of days if they're continuous cruisers. Some might stay in a place for 2 weeks as long as the regulations where they're mooring allow them to do that. But we choose to move once a week, and we do that mainly because of work commitments, but also because we want to explore and get to know the place that we're in, and a week buys us that time. But do we get fed up with having to move? Is it a pain knowing that as a continuous cruiser you can't stay in one place? On the whole, I love cruising, especially if we're going to do like a short cruise. So if we're going to just do a couple of hours, those sorts of cruises I love, because you can get really into them and you don't get too tired and you just take in the views around you, and I like that sort of cruise. Occasionally we might be having to get somewhere quickly, and so we may have to do a long cruise, like whole day cruises. Now they can be really exciting, and at the end of those, when you finish and you get to the place that you wanted to get to or near to, there's this massive sense of achievement. But sometimes whilst you're doing them, it's really hard work. Hello, hi! Do you watch, do you? Thank you very much, thank you. Are you on holiday or do you moor here? Oh, it's gorgeous here. You're very lucky. So this is where the water point is. We're coming up to the water point, which is our first stop. When we first bought our narrowboat, we cruised the south of the system. So we did a lot of London, we did the rivers, the River Lee, the River Stort, and we explored that side of the network, which is brilliant because my family and Mr. M's family live in that area of the country. So we got to see people more and friends. You know, I could easily get the train and go and see people for the day. But when you continuously cruise and you want to see the whole system like we do, then you have to move further away from those people. And that can be really difficult. It can be challenging. Do you like continuously cruising, Zeph? Do you like this sort of life you're living? What do you think of the narrowboat life, Zeph? Oh, is it because you want to play a game? Uh-oh, she does. The family and friends are always welcome to come and stay with us on our boat, and every once in a while I take a week off and I go and spend some quality time with loved ones. Right, we're off now again. I'm going to show you up here an amazing boat. So this boat used to be a wide beam. It was redesigned for the French canal system, and it was designed so you could have shelter when you were driving, so you drive from inside. And then at the very back it has a platform that you can put your car on, so that when they got to a place they were mobile and could explore it via the car. A gorgeous garden at the top. The only drawback now is the height of it means it restricts them on certain canal systems in the UK because of the bridges. There you've got the service point with the rubbish bins, and there's recycling bins as well in that one, which is excellent. There's also a pump out machine as well. Having facilities like that close by when you're a continuous cruiser makes all the difference, and the Gloucester and Sharpness Canal is brilliant for the service points as well as being beautiful. So this is the fender update. There's flowers tucked in there. Some of you have commented that you think that some of these plants look a bit like cannabis. Well, I can assure you I bought a native wildflower mix, and that's what I sprinkled in there. We are heading towards Slimbridge this week, and that's because I need to be close to a road, near a post office, and also it's a great place to take a special visitor. About how we plan our journeys for our continuous cruising. Well, we try and plan it so we're on the rivers during the summer, because we always look at the closures that are planned closures. Obviously you can't take into account closures that just happen, but the planned closures play a significant part in our planning. And then we will gradually head up so we are at the top of the system on the Lancaster Canal. That's the plan. And then when we've got to that point, we will go back and we will do all the bits we've missed out. We'll do the wash, and finally I think we'll end on the Bristol Channel, because we have a philosophy here that by that time, if the Bristol Channel ends up sinking Narrowboat Alice Grace, which I hope it doesn't, but we would have done the system. Don't want that to happen though. This boat looks like Alice Grace. It's so similar. Okay, we're not far now, we're coming into Slimbridge. We're not going to moor in exactly the same place we moored before, because we like a little bit of variety, but it won't be that far away. This one's for sale. Solon. That one's for sale as well. We have to resist the urge to go through it because the light is not yet green. I've come down this evening to a little patch of grass purely because I saw the sign that says glowworm area. And here is the patch of grass. Have you found a glowworm, Sab? Should we have a look? Someone's intercom service. Okay, one more bit. Spotted one. I think it's time to head back to the boat. Right, I'm feeling a little bit sorry for myself today. I had an operation 4 days ago. It's just a minor operation, but I am in a bit of pain in my neck. But one of the things that continuous cruisers have to do is they still have to use a postal service. And today I have ordered some envelopes at an Amazon locker. The nearest Amazon locker, I think it's about a half an hour walk from here. I'm going to do that with Zev. And that's because I've run out of envelopes to post my book. Thank you so much if you bought my book. So I'm not feeling that sorry for myself because that's really lovely news. The first thing to do is to go over the bridge. We moored near this bridge so we could get easy access to the road because of course I had to go to the hospital this week. So how did I sort out my medical care being a continuous cruiser? When I was in Market Bosworth, I needed to see a doctor. I went into the local doctor's surgery, I filled out a form, and 16 days later I was a guest at their surgery. It's coming over a bit dark and cloudy, so we're in the field now and we are heading towards that church, that beautiful church in Slimbridge. Oh no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Office closed 9 until 2 on Thursday. It's all this way, but we have to go back because it's shut. Yeah, in the rain. This is Oscar. Oscar is Nanny T's dog. So where are we off to today, Nellie T?
Oh, I think it's Slimbridge, isn't it?
It is. We're going to Slimbridge, aren't we?
I'm looking forward to it. I've always wanted to go there.
It's a dream. We're living a dream. Let's go do this. What were you doing for a large amount of your life?
Not a large amount. I mean, way back, when the world was different. We did have a little boat when we left England and took it down to the Mediterranean through the French canal system. And lived in Gibraltar for a year, and then we sailed the Atlantic. We went down to the Canary Islands, and then 2,600 miles across the Atlantic to Barbados, up the Leeward Islands.
How long at a time were you out at sea in your 40-foot boat?
Well, the longest was 26 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Slimbridge Wetland Centre was set up in 1946 by Peter Scott, son of Antarctic explorer Captain Scott, as a centre for science and conservation. There's over 2,000 acres here consisting of pasture, reed bed, lagoon and salt marsh. And in the winter, Slimbridge welcomes up to 30,000 visiting birds. We're going into Hogarth Hide to see what the outlook is from this particular hide. We're off to the pub now.
Yay!
Because we need to reflect, and you're very good at reflecting after being at the pub, aren't you?
Thanks very much.
Look up high, the sky it brings, 30,000 pairs of wings. The clouds pour down their feathered rain, it skims and scuds the mud terrain. Legs wade as spades made out of beak shovel all along the creek, a tide of birds that gently sway, day by night and night by day. Till summon songs the summer sings to 30,000 pairs of wings that glint and glisten as they rise like rays of sunlight to the skies.